live. This is Dom or Bleaknik hosting again. This time hosting a little game called I Am the Weapon by Zach Smith. I Am the Weapon's a superhero role-playing game. Kind of exists, kind of doesn't. It's in the description. Very fun game. I like it. We're going to see if it's 4D'able, if we can remain in game, in character rather, the entire way through. We just finished up with a mock combat and things were clearer, so we're going to see how things roll. But yeah, we're playing in a setting of mind that kind of mimics the dark tokusatsu henshin hero vibes that we have kind of like a general familiarity with it, just based off of these discussions. But yeah, we're just going to dive into it. The characters are going to be introduced as we go, and yeah, I hope you enjoy it. So our game takes place in a dark Earth. We begin over a city. It's sun, bright. Its outskirts, desert. The city, abundant with various flora. Many birds, beautiful and white, flying in and out of this large city and its skyscrapers that have trees growing from them. Coming in from the desert, beginning to border into the verdance that surrounds the city, is a bus, armed. It's within that bus that we begin with Mark.
After two people leave, I'm carrying on my shoulder a duffel bag. Looks battered. Some patchwork sewing on it. I step down. I have a very unkempt beard. My clothes are in desperate need of some ironing. The air here is not what I expected.
Leading people off the bus are several armed and caped men and women, all with green jewels embedded in their large stylish helmets. They have a queue developing in front of the bus.
I lean to the side, looking at them, scanning their armor. Oh, wonderful. Against my best judgment, my instinct, I go to the back of the line, a bit uneasy, adjusting my duffel bag, looking around.
The men and women held between one another have a large sheet of liquid crystal, gray and hazy, as they call out to the front of the line, "Next!"
Oh, no. Start scanning my surroundings in this bus terminal, trying to spot an individual who looks troubled.
Thomas stares at the vending machine. Reflected in the glass, he can see the scene with a scruffy-looking man with a duffel bag and the enforcer, the green helmeted enforcers, unfold. After After a couple minutes, he turns around with a furtive glance towards Mark. It looks like something's about to go down.
A gruff man, a few people ahead of Mark in the line, twists his shoulders. Come on, I've got somewhere to be. Can't you people hurry it up? One of the guards quickly walks towards this man.
I stand still. My hands are getting white from so much I'm tightening my hand around the handle of my duffel bag. But I wait to see the man and the enforcer's interaction first. I'm sweating a little.
Thomas turns at the noise of the altercation. His eyes scan the green jeweled helmets. I mutter under my breath, is this a crime unfolding? I salivate just a little bit.
The enforcer puts their hand on this man's shoulder and drags him by his shirt. Without saying anything, they begin to drag him. Get your hands off me! The enforcer yells out in this man's ear, all will pay patience to the verdant authority. All enemies, all citizens must be identified for whether or not they are of enemy origin, as they rush him towards the sheets ahead.
I breathe. I sigh. I put down my duffel bag and I bend down. I start fiddling with my shoelaces, looking side to side. I try to spot a alley within my eyesight.
Taking in the scene, I can see the flickering, unearthly glow of the scanners that they are dragging the man to. I know I can't be caught by one of those. I walk my way around the bus terminal to the south, attempting to not draw undue attention to myself and to find a hiding spot.
The authority drag the man towards the sheet. They inspect him ahead of the bus, ahead of the altercations. There are many streets, many alleys between these large dystopian buildings covered with trees and foliage that are turning them into weird mergers of natural and unnatural tunnels between the alleys.
I stand up, grab back my duffel bag, and I zip, and put my hand inside the duffel bag, and my arm inside the duffel bag begins to mutate with this carapace, chitinous husk growing on this my hidden hand, and I concentrate with a glow and an illusion to an after image of myself behind the bus that I just came from.
I can taste metal in my mouth. It's been 6 days since I last had to. Well, I last had to eat the flesh I don't even know why I'm drawn to this, but I can feel that my time is running out. I look desperately. Is this the right thing to do? Should I save this man? I can feel a shimmering gray surface appear on my left fingertips. The transformation is going to start.
The guards shout towards each other as they begin to unsheath batons that spark with electricity as they yell out, "We've got one! Unrelenting! Go!" As they begin to come down on this man, his arm beginning to twist and turn into a large blade as it swings out.
Shocked, I dropped the duffel bag. My left arm exposed.
I begin the transformation. My hand plunging into my chest. My flesh turning a dull gray. My clothes turning a dull gray. Before, in a blinding electrical crackle, you can see the fragments of my skin, my clothes, my flesh flake off like flecks of paint, revealing the shiny metallic reflective surface within, and I form into my form as Meltdown, a neon green jumpsuited superhero.
The man's bladed arm swings out towards one of the guards. Unaware of it coming, the guard's head comes clean off as many of the others begin to rush towards this creature as their batons come striking down onto his back.
I grin at the side of the guard being decapitated. That's my cue. I raise my transformed arm, almost holding my own hand as a hammer. I bring it down on my own stomach. I start retching, and my skin begins to pulsate. My mouth starts opening wider and wider, and from inside my mouth, a insectoid jaw rips open my whole skin. Giblets of skin going all around, and I turn into this massive bug as a skeleton. Finally, and my voice sounds as if coming through speaking in front of a fan.
I begin to stride forward confidently. The radiation aura flowing into the concrete and slightly bleaching it as I walk. My arm surges with the crackling sound of the phantom Geiger.
The batons strike out at this man whose flesh has turned into what seems to be a just skin peach covered or colored blade capable of decapitation. They strike down, stunning the man, making him fall limp. One turns around and sees the two other enemies encroaching.
I look to my right, mid walking towards the monster, and even though I have no expression in my eyes, my antennas twitch and almost form a confused brow. I turn my head slightly to the side, looking at Meltdown.
I see the strange figure of the other enemy unexpectedly. The insectoid figure. I speak, my voice distorted and muffled through the gas mask mask. Let's get to it. There's something we gotta do. And I charge forward with my fist, punching at the guard.
And I jump and I blink, leaving behind a neon yellow afterlight, trying to appear in front of the guard before Meltdown. Now,
roll teleportation. The guard shook at this weird altercation. The fist, irradiated fist, of flying towards them. Why, tries to lunge out of the way of this altercation and succeeds in doing so. We're gonna need the Harbinger! Fast! Starts yelling out coordinates.
I appear where the guard once was, now him having dodged. Look back at Meltdown. This is not how you do it, Youngblood.
There are several of them. I try to grab the guard by the scruff of his suit and punch him in the face.
I turn back towards the middle of the enforcers and running on a zigzag motion. I lunge forward, trying to touch the monster that is unconscious on the ground.
Surrounded by these guards. They look at you, batons raised.
I try to just touch it, even if the tip of his head, anything.
Go ahead and roll agility with advantage with an extra throw. Several of their batons come striking at you as your hand lunges towards this man. They collide. Doing 3 damage.
I fall down, and my exoskeleton cracks and chips away, revealing some neon yellow light. below the husk.
Meanwhile, my uppercut connects with the guard's face, scorching it with radiation. 7 damage.
The helmet melts, revealing holes wherein the light of the sun begins to beam into, semi-hollow. The man on the ground is unconscious and looks about. The 3 guards with the raised batons begin to swarm the insectoid enemy.
I, on my knees on the ground, being battered. Like, well, then take a look at this. My muscles bulge, pushing the chitinous plates, showing muscly tissue in between, going neon yellow. Blinding flash! The strong light intensifies, trying to blind them.
Meltdown desperately tries to draw sustenance from this this guard transformed that he is. His right arm bursts into a shower of radiation energy, attempting to absorb the parts of his brain that remain.
There is no sustenance.
No. The remains begin to kind of scorch and burn away, but I feel nothing.
My blinding flash.
They tried to shield their eyes. All of them failing.
The light's intense, leaving them dazzled. I stand up, just pushing them out of the sides. And I, with my right arm, I go on the downed monster on the floor, still unconscious, touching him and ready to teleport towards a not so tall building on top of the rooftops within view.
Realizing that there is no opportunity to eat my fill today, I back off, watching the actions of the insectoid enemy that I've seen, trying to track his movements. What is he doing? I say to myself under my breath.
Coming from the direction that leads into the larger main streets of the city, the sound of stomping and cracking, sounds of wood splintering.
And finally, leaving behind once again this neon after image, I'm gunning a blink towards this short building on the next block, in the block in front of the terminal, with the unconscious monster.
The enemy, only partially transformed in his arm, rough blonde man, grunting in his unconscious state, or semi-unconscious.
I I fall backwards into a nearby alley. My outfit disintegrating the same as it appeared, with flaking off like decaying paint with a silvery surface on the back. My body reforming, including the baggy clothes I was wearing before.
Peeking, or from beyond the holes, the verdant, roots and vines that semi-obfuscate the alley that Thomas is within, the sound of thudding, of rapid stomping, like the sound of a stampede, is much louder. But from beyond that veil of wood, plant.
On top of the rooftop, there's a oak tree growing on one of the corners of this residential building. I'm looking at the man. Just my head, my many sets of mandibles clicking. I stand up straight and I look down back, trying to see the other masked enemy, and trying to see what is the source of the stomping.
The flakes of my transformation's dust swirl around the alley as I cough to myself and attempt to flee, looking upwards towards the insectoid figure that I saw before. I reach out my hand for just a moment, but meld backwards into the shadows.
Seeing the figure, I shake in my head and get low to the rooftop to not be seen. 3 is too much. Too many. I'm still looking at the unconscious man. I pondering, like slight goo bubbling and dripping from my many mandibles.
Once I've passed a couple feet, I put my fingers to my temple and momentarily close my eyes. Reaching out with my atomic sense, I tried to sense sources of radiation in the area. With any luck, my adversaries or my friends maybe have some sort of radioactive tag on them.
Deep beneath the city, deep beneath the ground, there are large concentrations, large signals of radiation from beyond the veil of plant life and alley that Thomas is hidden within. The stomping passes. From view of the street, there is a 8-foot-tall man, not dissimilar to that of an enemy, who looks out at the mess and the barely bleeding body of the guard that was decapitated, and the one whose head wields a hole.
On the building, I grab the still unconscious man by the ruff of his collar. I shake him with my jittery bug voice. Come on, wake up!
Ah, what the? Get off of me! Pushes forward.
I'm doing the Slavic crouch on the floor, with resting out both my arms on my knees, placing my antenna, kind of scanning the air. So what are you?
Grinding his blade against the concrete of the building, cutting past a few vines. He shakes it as it reverts back to an arm. What do you mean, what am I? It looks like I'm enough like you, right?
I from what city you come?
I'm actually from here. I was visiting family. What's it to you? This isn't your turf.
I go to scratch my beard and get my handing tank on my jaws. I shake off some goo. Like, well, I don't think that matters much. I'm just wondering, you knew of the revealers, yet you didn't seem to have any plan. I think you're lying.
No, I mean I have a plan, but it seems like you and whoever else you've got took care of it for us.
Slipping between alley and alley, I try to clandestinely work my way back to the building I saw the unknown insectoid enemy land on top of. Seeing a fire escape, I begin to climb upwards, wearing the baggy clothing in my normal form.
What do you mean, me and my friend? I don't know whoever that was. And as I stand up straight, I dig my hand in my traps and I start pulling off this chitin ligaments connected, snap, revealing my normal self. And I start peeling off this husk.
Well, you, at the very least, I know that you saved me, so that's good. It saves me and my friends a lot of hairy potential fatalities.
This sucks.
I
You're
agree.
one of us. I was expecting to eat. I dislike eating enemies, though.
At this moment, my head pops out over the fire escape onto the in full view of the roof, and I see the two crouched there. You were down there. Please, are you an enemy like me?
My head jolts, and this kid have this confused look on my face.
If you want to call yourself that, sure. But hurry up, get down from there.
I clamber over the fire escape wall down into the roof area.
First of all,
lean up against the
First
wall.
of all, kid, don't go around saying you're just like me. Okay, that's you're not gonna last long if you keep doing this.
You see, a cloud of nervousness and fear passes over my face. I don't know what to say. I haven't been at this long. It's been 3 weeks since I changed. I don't know how it works. I know that a lot of what we've been told isn't true, but a lot of it is, and I need to feed.
My hand audibly slaps my face.
The stomping is right beneath where Thomas had climbed up on the fire escape.
Is that
Thomas throw toughness?
throw toughness?
Thomas freezes. body paralyzed, stunned.
Feeling the
I told you to. Come on, man, help me get this kid. As he stands up and rushes towards Thomas.
I do so too, going to his left flank, trying to grab Thomas' arms.
Beneath the fire escape, and with the rest of the guards, is this 8-foot tall creature looking around, scanning the area. Scanning below.
Come on, pull him quick.
My eyes barely flicker back and forth. Trapped, locked in.
The paralysis fades as he is dragged away.
By all hell, 3 weeks? Oh, you're the unluckiest one so far.
Listen, I'm running out of time. I think we need to fight that thing.
That I don't.
I guess a side eye towards the other enemy, the other guy.
You like? Oh, all right. How long's it been?
It's been 5.5 days. I'm running out of time. It's every I can feel the hunger. I can feel the weakness. I can feel myself losing control.
No. Okay, this is a big town. I'm sure you. I look at the other enemy mid-speech. You guys probably have a bad part of town, don't you?
Yeah. What do you think I've eaten?
I like, yeah.
I mean, can any of you do anything at a? The thing with the Harbinger is that he's a tough son of a bitch, but I can't get up to him, probably because of the same reasons that you just felt, kid. Can any of you do anything, like I don't know, throw, blast, anything? Anything from a distance?
I can only burn people up close. I don't have anything else. That's all I've learned.
I go to scratch my beard. Like, as I scratch it, some dandruff starts like flaking off. Yeah, I can probably do something. I narrow my eyes. I don't like oversharing about my abilities with strangers, though.
Well, I don't want to take advantage of the situation, but if you two can, I mean, yeah, my intel tells me he's actually got a brain. He's not bird-brained like the rest of them. So if you want, I mean, I'm up for it, kid.
I need to do it. What's your name?
Me? Just call me David for now.
Yeah. I put my hands in my pockets. You can call me Mark. And what are yours?
I'm
Kid.
Thomas. I call myself Meltdown, but that's just a term I came up for myself.
I start laughing. I look at the man. I kind of tap him on the stomach. Dave. Yeah, that's very good. How old are you? Were you alive back in the day with the Cape Crusaders and all? That sounds almost like something my buddy would have come up with.
You know, I never really liked that shit. So, but I feel like that's something you got to do if you got something like this, right?
Yeah.
Don't you want to be normal again? Don't you want to be respected?
Respect is not what you think, kid. Anyhow,
The sound of crunching
what
and
can the big guy do?
bone breaking. I know he's got fucking lasers. That's one big thing why I can't, just get a gun and blast him. But he's got spores or something. You get too close and your body's gone. And by close, I mean pretty fucking far.
And what can you do besides I gesture like a blade?
Well, if I get a moment to, go full into it, I'm pretty tough. I don't worry about a husk. I don't break. But not breaking doesn't mean anything when the dude is, just freezes me in place.
I shake a bit with the thumb.
At this moment, I wrench my left arm into my chest and trigger the transformation again. My skin and clothes flake off again, and the form of Meltdown appears before you. A neon green jumpsuit, a gas mask like visage.
Gosh, you even look like one of the heroes back in the day. Oh, I'm looking like flabbergasted.
He's retro.
I never chose this. I don't know what causes it. Yeah,
I wish I'd kept mine.
You can hear the distorted sound of my voice through the gas mask. Issues forth.
A dove from below flies upward and just hovers in place, looking towards the direction of this group.
Oh shit!
Oh no! My head jolts towards the dove. That is not good. That is not natural. I take my hands off of my pocket. I stand like more of a fighting stance.
The dove flies back down. That's one of his. It's not a camera. The fucker can speak with him. All right, we've got to act now, either getting gone or dealing with it.
All right, I open my arms. Like I rip my shirt. Punch me in the gut.
Whatever. And he just side arms you.
Come on, give me a sucker punch.
Moves you by the shoulder and socks you forward.
Almost like retching. I vomit in once again. Rip from inside of myself. The jaws click. Neon patterns within my chitinous plates. Here's what do you do? I'll keep distracting him. And what was it, you Fallout Boy, whatever? You try burning him, okay?
If I'm in contact with him, I can burn him, even if I am paralyzed. So if I can attach myself to him somehow.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I dig down my hand on your shoulder. All right. Blink up ahead. So we're gonna start falling downwards on top of the juggernaut thing.
The man, now abandoned on the roof, rushes forward before turning his hand into a blade and just kind of slashing himself across the body, revealing what appears to be a black knight with a medieval black knight with a blade for an arm as he plummets to the ground, smashing into it, cratering slightly. The Harbinger doesn't notice your descent or is too slow to react.
Diving towards his head, I reach out both arms, ready to try to grasp its helmet together, and my Phantom Geiger aura crackling and burning as I fall.
Falling a little bit behind, above Meltdown, I start feeling some burning sensation, and I blink. Once again, leaving like this trail, almost this trail of neon, like a firefly down next to a lamppost, far from them.
The creature, in a very distorted "what?" as this suited man is falling on top of him. Go ahead and roll toughness to latch on.
All right. Oops. No. Oh, same number. 3.
Attempting to reach out, is able to move out of the way. Roll toughness for the paralysis. You succeed. You're not paralyzed.
I feel a haziness flush over my body, but I stand up.
Enemy, in the name of the law, kneel! You are given one warning. Kid, what are you doing? Hit him! Get him! From the night.
I start running to the other side of the street, leaving streaks of light.
I charge forward at the giant's shin, latching onto it latching onto the leg like a toddler, a desperate toddler clutching a parent. I grasp the giant's leg.
If you lost your mind, he's going to raise his arms and try to smash down into your spine.
Ooh. I slip while still having my body touching his leg. I'm gonna dodge.
Stand still! Roll toughness for the paralysis. Spores invading you. You are paralyzed the round.
Okay. The giant is also scorched by my radiation.
Ah!
3 damage.
Many of his branches and vines begin to melt off his body. Get off of me! He's going to move his leg.
Having made to the other side of the street, I grab this one trash can and I hurl it towards the juggernaut to keep him distracted.
David stands up in his knight armor, tentatively looking around, wielding his arm blade. Throw agility for your garbage can. Throw toughness to resist the paralysis. Meltdown, yeah. You're no longer paralyzed. As sensation begins to fill back into Meltdown, these large fists slam into the back of Meltdown, dealing 4 damage.
The surface of my jumpsuit cracks and tears, blasting into the wind. You can see something beneath, something that isn't quite human. I take 4 damage.
The trash can spins forward, smashing in to the side of this harbinger. Ah! There's more of you! He kind of thrusts his arms out. The implied spores beginning to coalesce and grow greater.
More? There are 4 of us. And I point cockily like to inside this jewelry store, this open door, and my arms glow, pulsate glow, and I create an illusion of another masked me, walking comfortably out of from inside the store. Yeah.
I stare at the giant's thigh right in front of me, and I punch forward, trying to drill a hole using the energy of my fists. Fail. My fist clangs against the metal armor and slides off. I take a step back.
The paralysis extends from the giant, even a bit further beyond, before Mark and Thomas are both paralyzed. He looks around at the one coming, the 4th one, quote unquote, coming out of the jewelry store as he charges towards it.
I feel my body tense.
You wait here.
The illusion, open arms in front of the jewelry store. You find I'm not so easy controlled.
My eyes dart around, stumbling to the ground as I feel the paralysis overwhelm my body.
Both of you throw toughness. Thomas is still paralyzed. Mark is not. The large fist slamming towards the illusory self. Pummels into the illusory self as it plummets to the ground. As he kind of gets onto his knee and begins punching towards it, looking to continue to brutalize the 4th enemy, quote unquote.
I breaking free once again. This biolight pulses through all of my chitinous crevices, and I blink, leaving an after image to approaching right next to Thomas, trying to prop him up. Come on, kid! Come on!
My eyes darting desperately, I lower my radiation aura to nothingness so that hopefully Mark can pick me up or move me.
Roll toughness, Thomas. You're no longer paralyzed. The giant begins to stretch its back as he smashes into the illusion. Its back beginning to stretch out as large vines spread outward, blunted at the ends with large mallet-shaped tree tumors, as they begin to join him in his smashing of the illusion.
The illusion is mockingly pretend. Come on, is that all you got? Come on, Mark. Come on, Thomas. The real me.
All right, are we fleeing? Or we're hitting in the back? I mumble.
I want to put you right there above him.
All right, send me.
And I
looks around, seeing those that are fleeing, and an arm kind of rips back behind him, a glowing green light aimed towards Mark.
My eyes reflecting the green light. Oh no, there's got to be the laser. Come on, jump! And I leave this fire, like million fireflies effect as I try to reappear with Thomas above the big juggernaut thing.
Tumbling downwards, I attempt to grab the giant's shoulder as I fall, and yes, I attempt to grab the giant's shoulder as I fall. There we go.
One. All right. So, meltdown.
I immediately flare, blasting white and blue radiation energy onto the giant's back and shoulder. 5 damage.
Limp, growing extremely weak as this armor as this penetrates through his thick armor. His arm still glowing a bright green hum, still aimed, still towards Wanderlight.
I am now above him. I land on the floor and I do a somersault backwards, leaving this firefly trail.
Roll agility. The beam smashing off to the side, the hard light just completely cutting off the 2 legs of one of the guards as his stub, the remainder of his upper half of his body just fall limp, bleeding out. He keeps his arm. He stretches his back more as the mallets growing from his back redirect, looking to pummel the hazmat suit that's latched onto him.
I desperately hang on to the helmet from behind, moving my body as if I'm on a climbing wall, avoiding the giant's attempts to grasp me on his back.
Wonderlight, declare.
Finally, after 5 spins in the air, I land perfectly up straight. I look behind me. I see the cut in half guards behind me. Like, my once again my mandibles clicking, nasty. And I look at both of them from a safe distance now, waiting.
The roll damage.
2 radiation damage as I dart from shoulder to shoulder, trying to remain on this gyrating giant as it tries to grab me off.
The grown mallets from his back tap as the damage is lethal.
I ride the giant as he tumbles to the ground. I bounce off his back and onto the concrete. All right. Mark, get over here.
David joins, taking off his
I
helmet.
have a confused face. I'm walking like nonchalantly, still in transform. Wait! Aren't you going to eat him?
Who are you talking to?
Who I'm talking to? Like, you, of course. The guy's still intact. I gesture towards the juggernaut thing, like, well, charred, like mangled up.
I mean, I wanted all of us together so we could each have a bite.
Once again, a loud slap. Like, I look at David.
Taking off his
Can
helmet.
you explain to him?
Taking off his helmet, the rest of his armor fading into ash. Sword also ash. You get one. It's one apiece. It's not we don't share.
Isn't there a lot? Isn't there a lot?
No.
I don't even listen to the response. I just immediately, desperately, I blast forward with my radiation energy, and the head begins to smoke and spark as the brain begins to crackle and is absorbed by my consumption.
Wait, whoa, hold on. As I'm pulling like this, like bit by bit of the skeleton. Wait. I look at David confused, and I point with my thumb towards Thomas. Wait. How do you consume?
How do I? Or him?
Yeah. No, you Black Knight guy, Dark Knight.
The grill of my helmet is a mouth. I just kind of go face first.
Yeah, that's. I'm gesturing like that's what I look at the kid. Like, oh, lucky bastard.
I could sense the atoms. I could sense the isotopes. It's you see every enemy's brain has a different mix. This one, there's more cesium. You can see kind of like purple sparks begin to form and flake off of the.
You're pulling my leg. You for sure read the comics. You're pulling my leg right now.
Harbinger ain't an enemy, son. That's a.
Well,
looks like
yeah,
it's
whatever it is, I can taste it. I can taste it. Not in the same way with your mouth.
You shouldn't eat enemies. It does not end well. I've seen it happen before.
Yes, that's what I meant. I haven't eaten an enemy. I meant a villain, or however you superheroes.
Oh, lowercase.
Call it.
You say lowercase.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes, exactly. That as I speak, the kind of the energy dies down, and then there is this hissing, crackling, smoking husk of a giant head laying there, attached to the rest of the body.
See, I look at David. See, that's why back in the day I would never take sidekicks.
Took a sidekick one. Well, I wouldn't call the kid lucky. I mean, he just described everything that we would sense. He just got it in some kind of nerd way, talking about the tastes, but the taste of atoms.
I'm shaking my head.
I stare upwards towards the sky, in some sort of sick bliss. The hunger, it's gone. It's gone for now.
Yeah, I approach and I bend down once again with the Slavic squat, scratching my beard, like once again, like dandruff falling off a bit. Well, now this is how it works. You're helping us next time to get our piece.
I will.
There's plenty of help that we need. Not only with harbingers. I don't want to hunt down every harbinger in the city. I don't want to piss off the wisher. But he's got people who work for him that aren't just these bird brains or a harbinger. He's got other gangs. Some gangs have sworn loyalty. So me and my friends, plenty of brained people to take care of.
I look back, standing up. No, hold on a second.
Mm-hmm.
How many are in the city?
How many what? Enemies?
Yeah.
Just us three?
Okay. When you said
Right.
my friends, I
No.
well, you know.
There are people who exist that are sympathetic.
There are. I thought
Yeah.
everything I've seen on the news about enemies is everyone hates them. Are you saying that there's some people that support us?
Yeah, I mean, look at these fucking. You'll go over to the legless authority member and just kind of reveal his arm again, bisect the head, just kind of rip it open. Emerging from it is a dove that kind of shakes free of the blood, shakes blood from its feathers. That's all that's in here. It's a joke.
I never knew that.
Yeah. And the lucky ones just get lobotomized. They don't get stuffed full of actual birds.
Oh my god.
Well, that's creative.
That explains why there wasn't anything. I couldn't feel anything when I tried to consume.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I'm thinking like out loud. Back in my day, Dr. Lizard used to do something similar. Have you guys heard of him?
I'm assuming he used lizards.
Well, it's a little more complex than that.
Was he a big nemesis of yours?
Oh no. If I had to make a roster, I would put him like in a B list.
We can. How about I take you guys back to my hideout, and then we can reminisce later.
Yeah.
All right.
Fine. I'll pick up some stuff from the place where I'm hiding. I'm hiding in a abandoned apartment complex, but I don't have any power. I don't have any electricity.
Okay,
Sleeping
well, kid,
on a ratty old couch.
Kid, take it off.
I look down at my jumpsuit and I trigger the transformation back as the suit flakes off.
I shake my head once again. Like, you're a lucky bastard. Look how easy he's got. I look at David.
I don't know where I got this. I didn't do anything to get this. It just happened. Pretty close to 3 weeks ago. I was at the New Eden Botanical Garden, and all of a sudden I felt this thing come over me. My nose was bleeding. I felt sick, but I also felt energized and full of energy. So I don't know how it works. I don't know where it came from, but I felt a need to feed, and that's when I realized I was an enemy.
Cannibalism will do that. But again, let's walk and talk, okay?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Actually,
I follow behind the former Black Knight. And
I hands in my pockets. I start lump shoulders start falling. Dave as well. I'm looking at Thomas, kind of reading his body language. Okay, listen up, kid. You look very suspicious right now.
I'm just wearing some baggy clothes, and I mean, what do you want from me, man?
Look, you look like you're trying to hide something. We're just walking. We're just talking. We just got scot-free of that fight. Luckily, we escaped the enemies, huh? Huh?
Listen, man. I think you need a shave. That's my suggestion for you. Like, you giving me shit because I'm wearing this baggy clothes? Listen, we right now the two of us look like some real gutter trash, and nobody pays attention to those. So I think we're blended in fine.
Yeah, as long as you steer free of cameras, you'll be fine. They're typically going to be hiding outside of any of these tunnels, these trees be making. So keep an eye out for them.
Well, I don't know where is your hideout, Dave. As I'm walking, like very carelessly.
It's a few blocks.
But the best way to go unnoticed is just to be among other people. Just take the normal route. You know, you look so suspicious taking alleyways.
Not in New Eden. New Eden's a bit more casual. I mean, their tunnels smell nice. A lot of people even like taking them because they're just kind of nice to look at, nice to be in. Like the rest of the city. Even the shitholes are kind of nice.
Well, when in Rome, I'm somewhat appreciating the vegetation, looking around.
I glance from left to right. The tension and the fear and the terror and the hunger in my face has kind of melted away, and now I seem combative, a little smug. Yeah, the three of us, we're a little different.
Little. Here, help me out with this. In the alley, there is a cutout, a patch in inverted patch of the vegetation, revealing a manhole cover.
I crouch down and draw the manhole cover. Try to pull on the manhole cover upwards.
I'm standing behind both of them, still hands in the pocket, looking very casual, looking at them work.
Now, before we get in there, know that there will be revealers. You know, we've got our own little lines of defenses, but they're all us. You know, they're all the fangs. So don't worry too much about it.
The Fang, is that your group?
Mm-hmm.
Nice name. A little bit more on the, once again scratching my beard, a little more on the vigilante kind of side of things.
Jenny made the name. She you know, Eden Snake tried to. Yeah, I didn't pick it.
Oh, yeah, very clever, yeah.
We're just here. You know, we don't have much of a, against the dissent. We don't have much of a goal here other than keeping an eye on what's going on here. And with me gone, things, you know, they've been keeping tabs on me, and the group has told me things have slowed down. But hopefully we can change that.
The last one taking the stairs, like pulling the lid. Following them.
Now that we're out of sight, out of sun, walking down the stairs and leading. I mean, you have to understand that, like, I don't have a group of buddies just to feed me. That's not how this works. None of them are my right hand. None of them are sidekicks, as you'd say, right? But it's, you know, we want to hit the wisher where we can. That's kind of the Fang's whole thing. Do you mess with that, or do you're just trying to get your next fix?
I lie to him. Uh, I I'm here to make changes in the world. Thomas says with a sort of a false bravado.
Roll deception
Second.
or appeal.
Okay.
Don't bullshit me, kid. If you just want your next fix, just tell me. I get it.
I'm behind them, walking once again, hands in the pocket for honor, justice, and courage. Yeah.
See, even that bullshit I believe more because he used to be one of those people.
Yeah, I look to the side of the wall, not making eye contact. Listen, I don't know what I'm doing, but I do need to survive. I felt the hunger each time on the 6th day. I barely made it. I don't want to see what happens after that.
It's fine.
So I'll do what you want, but I don't know yet what I actually believe.
I don't plan to stay for long, though. I will help. You know, one hand will wash the other.
Mm-hmm.
I get my weekly fix. I help you herd the bastard where you wanted.
I mean, Mark, you don't. I appreciate it. Trust me. If you can extend your time to just like one lab, one place to hit and blow up, then that would be greatly appreciated. I get it. You just, this kid owes a debt to both of us. So if you want to tag along, I'd appreciate it beyond that.
So, yes. Let's.
When you're saying
justice.
When you're saying his lab, who is him?
The Wisher.
The who?
The Wisher. The reason why you're the way you are.
Oh, of course. How old are you, kid?
I'm 18.
Okay, that explains it.
I don't know, I don't know what you're talking about, Wisher.
If you heard of his name is the one that's here in New Eden is Gebera. You heard that name?
Gebra. There was something on social media, but everything got deleted, so I didn't see. I don't know who that is. I heard the name, but I don't know what it means.
He was too young to remember.
I've heard that name mentioned, but it always, the authorities always just clean it immediately.
Well, old Gebby's the way it is here. Keeps things nice and pretty. Perfect. Law-abiding and brainless.
Gebra,
huh? Yeah, that was
that's
definitely
who we're fighting.
He was definitely back of the day with a name like that.
Gebra. What do they look like?
I don't know.
Anything varies.
I haven't seen him myself. With all of his slaves he's got running around, all those, all the birds, something to do with that. Egomaniacs tend to like that kind of thing, keeping everything nice and, uniform.
I take one hand out of one pocket and I'm gesticulating. Yeah, and they usually have a theme. They're very eccentric by nature.
Digging you down into the sewers, there is a tighter and tighter series of tunnels. Plant matter gone at a certain point.
My eyes pass over the dim yellow of the sodium lights in this part of the sewers. Is it much further?
We're coming up to it. We've got a nice, pretty vault door back down here. So
I'm discreetly looking around, see if I see any like hidden cameras or any contraptions of like a fishing line, anything to that could count as surveillance. See how prepared they are.
the walls, the occasional mushroom joining with the lights, both illuminate. A vault door is met at the end of the walk. David slams his fist onto it, takes out his phone, begins texting away on it. This will be just a moment.
I nod, looking around, so trying to see if they have any sort of surveillance.
Oh, fuck! Did this used to be a fallout shelter?
Maybe.
What the hell? It looks similar. It looks like the ones they built during the 1960s.
Again, a lot of this is going to be questions for Jenny, not me. This was kind of her baby before, you know.
There were a lot of fucking projects during the 1960s related to the Cuban Missile Crisis, and like, I did a report on that like 2 years ago for my freshman English class. Like, that shit's fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, every
yeah.
fucking city, man, they were so scared of nuclear fallout. A lot of them had like a bunch of facilities, but I don't know if this is one of them yet.
Yeah, a lot of supers back in the day got their powers with that. I wouldn't be surprised. It was a real thing.
Fucking come on, man. He just flips his phone back to you. Text lines just read. One of them wants to know if this was a fallout shelter. And then, yes, exclamation mark, smiley face.
Oh, shit. Shit, dude. That's a huge part of history.
Great. I'm sure you and Jenny will get along. Just keep it in your pants for now, please.
Yeah, how old is Jenny?
No, 25 now.
Okay, that's a little old for me.
The vault begins to decompress and hiss.
I give a little smirk looking at the door opening.
It opens, and from the other side, there's a gruff, bandanaed, big black tough on the other side. He looks down and quickly kind of like does a backward jog back, a large rifle slashed over his body. Nods as David walks forward slowly. To the sides flanking are immense sheets of revealer.
I follow after David very nonchalantly.
Thomas stares at the different sides of the shelter. His eyes glancing over briefly the revealer sheets, but more focused on the lighting and the wiring of the lighting above us. You guys added a fluorescence, and it looks like there's been a bunch of modifications to the shelter. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. We even kind of fucked with the path. It used to just be a stairwell first, but then we kind of extended it out. Anyway, on the sides to the past the revealers, there are tables lined with a few guys on both flanks, just kind of looking, rifles across their chests, kind of eyeing.
Still slumped over, following them, just taking in the scenery around.
Thomas stops and turns towards revealer sheet and tries to both look through it and see his own reflection.
It's a milky haze, but translucent. You can kind of, all that's seen is the other guy on the other side. He looks a little, looks kind of, kind of raising his nose up, like, as you're.
What the hell do I? Hey, what the hell do I look like through this thing?
I take my hand out of one of the pockets, like just no. You look like when you do your thing.
You're not as scary. You're not as fucking piss scary as the rest of them, but you're definitely weird looking.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. So you could just see me in my suit. All right, I guess I understand this now. I'm gonna walk forward.
I walk in, like approaching you, like scratching my forehead. Just don't try to really, because it doesn't make much sense with like the protrusions and edges. Don't try to. It gets to nothing. You know what I mean?
David looks around back. What do you mean? Are you surprised? This is your first time learning about these things? How are you still here, man?
I've been hiding out in this fucking abandoned apartment, and I fucking listen. I haven't been doing this long. I fucking killed one guy, and then I got a police scanner and tried to kill another guy. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay,
it's just insane luck, is all I'm saying. I'm just good on you.
I was shaking my head. I'm telling you, this kid is lucky.
I guess there's a lot about this I don't know. Like I didn't know about the wishers. I didn't know about the revealers. I hang my head and I follow along David and Mark.
I'm ignoring the personnel.
Leading into the stairwell deeper into the base. You were brought to a room lined with rifles and other weapons, and in the middlemost part of the room is a table with blueprints and things like that. Along the wall, more blueprints and maps strewn throughout. Well, pick a place, relax. Would offer you food, but
I still enjoy the taste.
Okay, we'll find you something.
I rest downwards on on these steel hard-backed metal chairs, suddenly overcome with exhaustion. The realities of the battle are kind of catching up to me all at once.
David leaves.
I walk over to the board and slumped over, like narrowing my eyes, trying to see their schematics. Like, man, this take me back to the academy.
You talk a lot about being a super, but what was your super name, my friend? Or have you put that behind you?
Oh. Well, I think you're too young, but I used to be Wonderlight.
Wonderlight. What was that one? What did you do? I'm trying to place it. I was never really that interested in superhero history.
I'm still looking at the board. Yeah, I had light-based powers. That was it. And I think the Wisher in my region thought it would be really funny and ironic if all supers got a twist,
The board, schematics or blueprints titled Lobotomite Production Laboratory.
back at Thomas.
Yeah,
but it's days gone.
I put both hands into the belly pouch of my hoodie, my shoulders all the way back, reclining on the metal chair. Yeah, hard edge now. I don't know what I want to do, man. Just like this whole thing is pretty fucked up.
Well, I'll tell you what. You want to survive. You don't want to go feral. I sit next to you. Put my legs on top of the center table, the coffee table, improvised one. Basically, if you don't eat, you lose your mind, and you become a monster. And yeah, you become a problem.
Yeah, there was a lot of shit on the news about enemies and kind of it's basically like being on bath salts, rains all the time. When I figured out that I was an enemy, I thought that was going to be it for me. But I decided that I wanted to live, see how this plays out.
Resting my hands on my belly. Yeah, well, like every good lie, there's always a little bit of truth. So that's what happened.
So you
I kind of a lazy turn of head. I look at you, and never eat another enemy. It's not good.
Why?
Because it's kind of like being pregnant in a way. You start eating for double the amount, so it's a losing game. I've seen it happen before. It's not pretty.
You used to group up with other enemies?
Yeah, some of the super coalition in my area, we stuck up together to the end, but it was also new. Nobody knew how it worked, and unfortunately, I kind of get lost a little bit, hazy thoughts. Yeah. Anyway,
David returns, joined with a girl, young woman. They both look okay. Have you guys had enough time reminiscing? We some sandwiches if you actually want something to eat, but if you're just wanting the sensation, we got some just nutrient paste.
I'm still feeling normal hunger, so I'll take one of these sandwiches. What kind of sandwich have we got? I the plate that Jenny brought in.
And she goes, we just had some stuff for a BLT. Enjoy. She looks at, hands you the tray, and she looks down. Well, so you were the nerd asking about this place?
Yeah, you seem to. I mean, you got these goggles and shit, and you probably know how to do computers. I'll be honest with you. I never really paid much attention to school, but when I read about the nuclear bombs, I just went all in on that. So, I don't know a whole lot of nerd shit, but I can tell you exactly the timing diagram for the fat man and the little boy. Have you heard of Little Boy? Of course, everyone's heard of Little Boy. I don't want to bore you with all the kind of like the entry level shit. Yeah. So does that answer your question?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was cool. I just think it was neat that I kind of just liked it more for the, like, it was a shelter, now it is a shelter. Not really so much the reason, right? It was for nuclear war. Now it's for the opposite.
I'm still lounging on the chair, like now holding a sandwich, like crumbs piling up on my chest, on my shirt, listening to them.
Yeah, these fucking things, like it depended on which city you were in, but most of these could withstand a 60 megaton blast directly above it and downtown area. So, like, this thing is like super fucking survivable from the kind of like the ICBMs that were in mass production during the 70s by the Russians.
Did you know?
But yeah,
Mouthful. Did you know we used to use these to evacuate during kaiju attacks?
Yeah, I heard that a lot of them got decommissioned, got used for all sorts of stuff. But yeah, kaiju's that's the creatures.
Ah, the big ones.
Yeah. So, going back to our other conversation, David, wipe hands.
I could talk for hours about all the nuclear shit. Let me just tell you.
I mean, all the only nuclear shit that we would need from you, guy up there. So, what's the deal? Okay, you've both been very patient with us. You came down. You can see our plans up here. I would love for you guys to help us take it out. But if not, we can just hit some of the slaves to the Wisher that still have their brains. Get our fill. Be done with it here. Not going to force you to go into a stronghold.
I stare at Jenny a little surprised. Hey, Mark, is she in charge?
No one's really in charge here. It's just kind of we're all.
Oh, okay.
Like, the heck I know, man.
Right.
Like, I'm reaching for our sandwich.
All right, I'm sorry.
I'm just here.
I was treating you with some disrespect. Yeah, I'm down. I got a debt to repay to these two because they helped me with my last meal, so I'll help them with their next. And I guess I'll do what's necessary for that. I guess we can help people escape or whatever the fuck.
Your plan, dusting off, sweeping off the crumbs falling on the floor on the chair. The factory I was reading, so that's where they make the bird guys, right?
Mm-hmm. So that's where they take the brains out, all the important bits, and then they work on it from there. So,
wouldn't it be easy to just sabotage instead of attacking it straight on?
Tomato. We don't have to full-blown invade. Jenny's sneaky. She can get in there and sabotage it, like you say. But my forte is being impenetrable, cutting off, cutting.
What about the lords?
Arbiters, the guys.
No, the one that's closer to your Wisher.
Yeah,
the gang leaders.
The one that took care of. Oh. No, those guys. Like I said, those are just other gangs. So at every level of New Eden, there are people who want to uphold the Wisher's law, including other just gang members. Law and work as a deterrent for our activities much of the time.
How really dangerous are they? Do they have? They don't have enemies amongst them, do they?
No, just shit them with guns, and there's just a lot of them.
Oh,
My armor's tough, but still things can still get in there.
scratching my beard.
Thomas looks down for a moment and then raises his David. David, man, when's your next meal? Where's your next meal coming from? Because I need to help you with that.
I ate before my bus, so I've still got, what, 4 days left? I've got time.
Oh, same.
All right, so you two guys got 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm just going to come out and say it like this. Idealism. Are there people to eat in this factory? Are there foes that aren't innocent? Yeah. Because I owe you a meal. I don't know if I owe the world freedom at this point.
So the thing with the lobotomites is that they're all the people who would become them they're the answer to this city's criminals. You get catched, you don't go to jail, you just take your brain. So there are going to be people in there that are more bad than others. Not everybody's going to be wrongly convicted.
Worst. The correct word would be worse.
Correct word for what?
Not more bad, worse.
Right.
Worse, I mean. I stand up. I'm down to attacking the factory. Maybe I still have a little bit of that, superhero within me, but I'd like to help people out here.
Roll the dice on chaos that might happen. There's bound to be some shithead scientist in the lab for you.
And you?
I glance over at Jenny. I try to infer the attitude she has towards this brain talk. I am so out of my element. I don't know what's normal or not normal anymore. I'm trying to scan her. I'm trying to scan her expressions to see what her face tells me about how she feels about the brain.
She crosses her arms, listening very intently, at the discussion. She flexes her right hand, her fingers, for a moment, and as kind of like staring at her, studying her. Her arm at the glove kind of levitates from her body as she just kind of smiles at you.
I nod, seeing this little gesture. Yeah, I'll take the factory.
I'm nodding.
David, well, everybody here appreciates it. You mentioned sabotage. See what we can do.
Well, rolling my shoulders. Based on the Harbinger guy, I assume it'll be extremely stupid to just launch a frontal assault. I mean, I look around the room. The guns are neat, but they're not gonna do much. And we are only 3 enemies here, one being a new guy. I look at Thomas. Do you even know you can half transform?
I did it plenty. Oh, him.
No, I did.
I've never done that before. I don't know what that means. I know that I can reach my arm in and by half transform.
Like rip my skin off my arm, showing the same chitinous arm with the neon streaks like this.
I slowly, some flakes and patches of neon green appear underneath as the skin flakes off. My normal human skin flakes off. I think I can do it.
Yeah, like that. You're a fast learner. Look at that.
And maybe I hold my fingers to my temple and attempt to sniff out nearby nuclear reactors using my powers.
Further down below, there are the same reading from before, but interspersed above are faint signals here and there.
Is this place connected to the grid? How do you power it? I say with my eyes closed.
The lobotomites? The place they make them?
No, this place.
We've got some power. I don't know where it comes from, but that's not a me thing. We have to have. I mean, I'd imagine we don't have generators.
Yeah.
If that's your question.
I open my eyes and I look up. Yeah. So you started to talk about where the lobotomites are made. Do you know how that place is powered?
They've got. You point to the schematics. They've got their own generators. Probably nuclear. It takes a lot of power to do what they do there at the higher rungs of their mutations, but it might be nuclear.
Yeah,
there might be, of course, a plan there. We might have a plan on our hands.
That's one place. Fighting within the core. As far as I can tell, I can't burn myself. And so I don't think my body responds to the normal way to radiation anymore. This includes gamma and neutron sources.
What's your plan?
I don't know, but this could be a place to pick a fight, a place that I can defend, some place that I can hide things, not humans, perhaps, but I walk over to the blueprints and I start staring at the kind of like the power grid layout, deep in thought, not coming up with any questions yet.
We could destroy their infrastructure on the whole production. I believe David and we could probably make a good distraction.
All right. Jenny could get in there. I can stand at her side, guarding her, and we'll get in there and free the captives that we can.
Yeah. I'm sure I can get my fix there.
All right. We'll be dealing with the captives. We'll deal with any tech that they have for Jenny to hack. There's four men.
Well, I point one of the armed guys, unless you want to risk their lives.
I mean, if all you're going to be doing is distracting, beaming the distraction, bringing all the firepower to, keep them away, then I'm sure a few heavy guns won't hurt.
Thomas, as I stare at the diagram of the power reactor as part of this facility, I say, it looks like this is a pebble bed reactor, so it can't do a traditional meltdown. However, I can tell by the cooling towers here and here that we could damage it as part of this operation, and that would prevent them from starting it back up again. These things are incredibly expensive. You can't really maintain them. If there's been certain types of damage to the interior, are you? Let's see. I don't recognize this design. Must be something that's not public yet.
Imported, maybe. I'd be shocked if it is actually, native here. We thought it was weird enough as it is that, old Gebra would need to use tech like this. From the cities that I've been in, the Bottomites aren't unique to New Eden. So there might be another wisher that's supplying this.
Yeah,
place
there might be something else going on, because a design like this can provide over 4.8 megawatts just by itself. So in a tier of 3, you're dealing with an unbelievable amount of energy for what is. You're saying this is they just cut people open? Why do you need so much power for that?
There's
always a plan behind a plan behind a plan with these guys.
It's the generating of all their soldiers. It's the generating of their super soldiers. I don't know how their bodies are powered, but it's going to be more than just a little bird in their head.
And I'm sure your wisher has a floating fortress somewhere that it's mostly going towards there. I've seen it a couple of times.
So we're gonna get in there and we're gonna rescue some people.
Mm-hmm. Jenny and I will worry about the innocents, and the two of you and a couple of our guys will run in there, gun down what you can, disable the generator, the reactor.
What about the guilty? Are we rescuing them?
Well,
for now.
4 days. I look at David.
I mean, they'll get out, but that just means they're on the streets for us later.
Are we going to? I glance around the room. Are we going to capture any for later? Is that? I'm sorry. I'm thinking.
Well, you see,
thinking
very practical. Very practical. More implications of that, though.
It's not unheard of for us to do. They're not going to turn back. They would wish us away if they could. So
that's true. Yeah.
I mean, I'll try to grab some people if I can, but there's no guarantee that I can.
Oh, I can I'm good at that. I'm good at that.
Well,
I don't think we should take a day, though. I look at Thomas. There's a lot I should teach you before we go.
I'll do it. I'll do it. I turn back to the plans. My mind's deep in thought, not even looking at the plans anymore, but just thinking about the pebble bed reactors.
We'll show you to your bunks, and you can get settled. I don't want to think about how many harbingers they'll deploy in the streets now, but we're going to need all the sleep that we can get.
True. Do you have showers? I'm stretching.
Yeah.
Nice.
We're pretty nice down here. We're well defended. Most harbingers can't even fit down here, so we lucked out there. And they haven't figured out how to make their little drones bulletproof yet. So it's been nice. Bongs, and you enjoy what we've got.
I nod.
All right. I nod and follow Mark and David down.
You're shown bunks and a few times the remainder of the night. At a point in the night or in the day, they come to you. What time are you wanting to do this attack?
You tell me. You know the MO of everything around.
I glance over to Mark. Do you have any advantages during the night? You're kind of a creepy crawly type person.
For
me, it's
not
just,
in particular. If anything, I become easier to spot.
I'm the same. Like I use from a mile away, so it sounds like we don't gain much from attacking at night. I guess.
Usually, though,
in the morning during a shift change, something like that.
Exactly. You're a smart kid. That's when they're the most tired. Nobody likes shift change.
They're not going to have any of those, but the scientists might.
It'd be good if we could grab one of them.
Mm-hmm. That'll be your thing. There's not going to be very many scientists between us and the innocents, but in that reactor, go nuts.
Yes, sir.
All right. I prepare to go to bed. I shower. I slip through the toiletries and the stuff that are provided in the bunk room. I can see that there's kind of like some ratty looking jeans and a t-shirt. I change into some new clothes, socking away my previous clothes into a bag.
I go to the shower as well. I mostly relax under the hot water. When I walk up in front of the mirror, it's all steamy. I draw a symbol. It's a W. It's stylized W, and I look at my own reflection. And I meekly make a gesture. maybe I should shave myself and go to sleep.
The following morning.
I go to sleep as well.
The following morning, sun rising, casting shadows across the city, long, all splintered with various trees and branches that drift from them. Within the hideout, people are all getting ready, strapping their weapons. The three rebels who are tasked to invade go to Mark in the morning with a few rifles, handguns, and bandoliers next to Mark's bunk and ask, "So, you want any of these?"
I looked at them. No, that'll be helpful. I lack some ranged offense.
Yeah. Thomas's head peeks out from his bunk. Yeah. You got a pistol? I've shot a pistol before.
We got plenty. Take your whatever looks nice to you. We're gonna need it. The other two have already headed out. They seem pretty confident. They've left us a few maps, a few schematics, showing what time they're gonna attack the prison section of the lab, and a good route for us to attack that reactor or whatever.
All right. I'm all about that reactor. I grab a leather holster and strap it on. Take a Glock. Take a couple of clips. Have those ready. Obscured in a sort of a baggy hoodie.
I pick up a military rifle. I inspect it, make sure safety is on. Very professionally examining the gun, and I send automatically, without even realize, I assume a very militaristic position with the rifle in my hands.
All right, we members of the
Not yet.
Now, is that how it works?
I like no. See, the thing with groups, you have to have a theme for and they're civilians, no offense. I'm already looking at that.
We don't. You haven't quite, blood with us yet, or gotten your brains blown out yet. Whatever is a good sign of harm for you enemies.
And again, because they're the fangs, usually you will undergo a title change to make it fit.
What?
Unless you're a really big name, then you get to keep your original name. But anyhow, it's a lot of celebrity bullcrap, really. Marketing.
And the Mercs looks at you. Heads in the clouds, man. What are you talking about? Let's get those weapons on. Let's head out.
I nod, scratching my beard once again.
Yeah. I stow everything. I look at the bandanaed fangs alongside of us. I'm ready to head out. I start ascending the steps, following the group.
Start following them as well.
On the lavatory, a pimple in the immaculate, verdant biome that the city has become. This domed white building, plain white, clashing with all the verdance around it. The mercs point to a door ahead, of which there are two lobotomites, two goons out front, both strapped with a baton to their side and a pistol holstered onto the side, the other side.
I don't believe in subtlety. Let's just blow these fuckers away.
Doing a fire inspection, my rifle. Now, hold on a second. You cannot just. You'll see us coming from literally a mile away. You have to. Yes, we need to surprise them, but we have to be in an advantageous position first. You just don't start running from here to there, screaming freedom. That does not work.
Lead the way, General. I say sarcastically.
Sergeant, actually. I start walking.
Do you want to stay behind?
Yes. What I'm gonna do? Rolling my shoulders. I'm gonna blink the kid, so both of us will be next to them. They'll be confused as why we're here, so they'll focus mostly on us. Then you guys show up from over the hills. That'll give Jenny some time.
You're gonna blink me up on top of this on top of the building, firing down.
Yeah, I'll be there with you. We'll be together, and I can probably make them confused with an illusion of a third one.
Jenny and David's already gone to the other side. They're off by themselves. They're doing their own thing.
Wonderful. That's it then.
All right. Do you want us to, like the kid said, do you want us to start blasting, or do you want us to try to get up behind him and take him out? With a knife or something.
I think we're doing an ambush, and you're providing covering fire. If I understood our sergeants,
don't put yourself in unnecessary danger. Shoot from afar. Suppress them. Hurt them.
Good. Well, on you then. And with that kind of situated, with that invasion plan, one angle, the lobotomite harvesting den being attacked by your enemy buddy, and the tech, and with you guys attacking that generator entrance. We'll leave it off there for now.
So, sorry, just to clarify, whoever might be watching, I wrote down like, can you call it over here? Mostly because we're reaching like the 2 hour, 1 hour and a half, and my mind is already like I'm not full power anymore.
Yeah, I think like the biggest thing, like if you're doing 4D, you get so much done compared to
get
like,
tired. And we opened with
if you're
normal action, so I was like,
we did
I was very glad that happened. I was like, okay, what's gonna?
it was very cool. It was so cool though. Like I'm very eager to rewatch it and to send it to people because I want to see how it ended up looking. But it was so cool, like the whole thing.
Yeah, I'll say like
it felt very common.
I like that we threw away the struggle transformation that I originally pitched because it was cool seeing, quote unquote, seeing you kind of flash transform. Like, okay, we relaxed, now we're going back in. Okay, going right, do it again. Punch me.
Yeah.
So it was.
I think that was really fun. I really enjoyed playing the fish out of water part, like the new guy. I thought that was great. And I liked the grizzled veteran teaching me the ropes. No, it's this. Da da da. Like I thought that was fun role play, because like it really kind of like gets you into the world quickly.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a character that's not in the world, and you're like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
I really liked it. Like you, Nicolas, I'm really looking forward to seeing what the rewatch is and seeing how people react, because I like that too, Chris. Whenever he was doing the veteran thing, but I'm really nervous. Like, how did you feel about presenting it like that, Nicolas? Like, did it feel natural when you were trying to like teach him?
Oh yeah, super. Like I was in the character the whole time. It to me felt natural.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
I think
I guess it's a little tropey, but I think I played it pretty naturally. Like I'm not sure what's happening. I just transform, blah blah blah. Like it made perfect sense. Like,
well, we are playing into the genre. I was at both times. I was trying to be like gruesome when necessary, but it is also a common thing. So even though it's brutal, there's still like kind of the tongue-in-cheek aspect of Kamen, and I was trying to keep that in mind or playing to that, and I think it naturally went there.
Yeah.
Like the first guy, I had the impression that he was a monster at first. Did not occur to me he was a Kamen, like an enemy. So like, oh, nice! I got my meal here, so I was ready to consume him. That's why I was waiting for him to wake up. Like I want to see, like, is he normal? Like That's why Mark was frustrated. Like, oh, he's an enemy.
Yeah.
That
was also, I think Thomas's perception of that was also like, that guy just grabbed my food.
Yes.
That was my immediate like, oh shit, I'm desperate here. So I'm not super familiar with the Kamen genre. Do you feel like we nailed it?
Yeah. No, yeah,
it felt a lot like it to me, at least.
No, I liked the vibe. I liked a lot of the back and forths of like you were introducing the setting to him. The mentor newbie thing is very. I think for like an RPG especially, like without, like you were saying before, Chris, for an RPG especially, without having like the intro game. And you just being the Kamen of the series, quote unquote, like you're the title card character. For an RPG, I think this was like the best way to approach it.
Yeah. You're what you're saying is basically like in a lot of the series, it's just like the guy is the guy. It isn't like the origin story of the guy.
It's always the guy.
This guy was always the guy.
No, it is. There is the origin story. There's all these beats. So without doing all of that, because it's not really cool to do that in an RPG.
That's always boring. Like, okay, I punched the guy for the very first time. Like, blah blah blah. Like,
And you just hold tight. You hold tight, Nicolas. Well, we do all this stuff, and the next session we'll introduce your character.
Yeah.
Like, bro, why am I here?
Exactly.
I have to go to the hero community college first and talk to all the.
I thought it was cool in the beginning when we opened the scene with me. I was so engrossed in the whole thing that I forgot to give you space, but you interrupted me.
That was
like,
cool.
Oh, good! Like I was so happy you did that. You did not just sit there, because it was my mistake. I would have gone for maybe more 10 minutes before I realized. Oh wait.
You're talking about kind of like
You were on the vending machine.
the vending machine intro.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking like, okay, like because I was imagining my own intro, and I was like, we would cut to me in my apartment.
Mhm.
That's like, oh, it's all dingy, and like establish me in for a while, but like that's like a 4D violation, right? Because you want to do it, you don't want to do it in a circle, really, like boom, boom.
I mean,
boom,
we
boom,
can
boom,
start
boom,
like in different ends of town. I think that's fine.
Yeah,
That's what I fully expected. I was very surprised when you were just at the vending machine, but it was a bus
well,
stop.
I was thinking like, I don't want to do like I have a 20-minute scene, then you have a 20-minute scene.
Mhm.
Like I didn't want to do that, so that's why I like, hey, yeah, I'm on the vending machine. Like I'm staring at the glass and I can see you.
No, I love that. Yeah, that was a very elegant way to do it. I fully went into it expecting something adjacent to the way that the D100 Vampire game went, where it was just, okay, we're all gonna jump around to all these characters and their own thing. But the way that you did your thing, I was like, fuck yeah, that's great. That skips. You know.
It was very cool the way everything.
Yeah.
Like kind of developed. It felt like, to me, it felt like an actual first episode of I don't know. It felt like an actual first episode.
I think it's because we all have each other's backs in the role play. As role players, I should say, not as characters, but as role players. Like we want to do stuff. We want to establish stuff. We want to give each other space. Like I've definitely played in games where it's just like the universe comes first, and I feel like the 4D style really helps. Like, hey, listen, like, boom, 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 like everyone gets a shot here. So I thought it worked out perfectly.
Yeah, and that's a good, very good point. With the universe comes first, like especially from you, Nicolas, and you, Chris. You've been doing you were a mainstay in the Ultimate No Prep. With this being my first GMing session of a quote unquote 4D game, how do you think I kind of presented it? Because I'm very on the fence of having there be interesting enough NPCs, but not having them be so fucking interesting, all the time.
No, I think they can be fantastic, and I think it was great. I did not feel like I did not feel anything wrong, any disturbance.
I think that was great. I was also like, I thought it was very good where it wasn't like I introduced David, and David is immune to paralysis.
No.
I was kind of, I was like a little suspicious of that, but I think you did the totally right thing, which is like David wasn't highlighted in the battle and was about me and Mark fighting the giant. So I thought that was, I for a moment there, I thought something could be non-optimal, but like if you're talking about kind of like NPC spotlight stuff, you did it exactly perfect. Like
if you
I would be fine with the guy doing something fantastic, like because he's a character too, So I wouldn't. Like, there were a few moments during the action scenes where there was some miscommunication.
For sure.
I at first I thought you, Chris, you thought like one of the guard guys were the monster.
I guess I did, but like I think that would also be what my character thought. So it was kind of like a fortuitous mistake.
Okay. Also, when I teleported you to on top of the guy, I wanted to mean that I went with you, but I realized that like Dom did not realize that because he gave action back to me. So then I said, and then I restated it. There are like a few, but then again,
that was a little awkward on my part, but I did know that you were there. From my perspective, it was you teleporting with him above, you kind of being off to the side, maybe landing, and he's still going to blast you. He saw the teleport, and he's still going to try and let that loose. Okay. That's kind of like a weird. That was the weirdism with the combat for me there, because I was like, well, technically, you would have still teleported, but he has priority over you, so he's still going to get the blast off.
Okay,
He's dodged, so it worked out.
So this was like, how does the teleportation interact with the laser?
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, got it.
So
I think it's fine because
the preemption system in this game
Mhm.
is pretty difficult for me to wrap my head around, to be honest.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I think I described at one point that I live behind a trail, so like a
Yeah,
wisp. So I think like if you're like fast enough, you can follow you kind of where I'm going to.
Oh, I think at the time, I think I remember what I wanted. At the time, I wanted to give you the double throw because you would be that fast. It would be a matter of
Right.
you have to adjust all the way, so you had quote
Uh-huh.
unquote advantage there. But you succeeded on the first roll, so I was like, okay, no need.
Work done.
But the big ism, and if Zach, you're listening to this, the thing I have to read again, and I think I brought it up to you, Nicholas, where I'm pretty sure the way it works is that all movement happens at the end, so including your teleportation. But the way it worked out was fine. We just did a
We
priority.
can readjust.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Okay.
Sash. By the way, like, so how do we heal damage we've taken? Like, was it light enough damage that I know there's the hospital thing. But
They'll medic you at the joint at the base.
So I think
okay.
I
I'll
only,
assume that has happened then.
I only took husk damage, so I think that's just
Yes,
like
that's
I
just an
do
action.
this and I get back. Okay.
You take a deep huff of radioactive air. And you regrow your durability.
Yeah, you can always regrow your husk too, right?
It's just an action. That's your action for the round.
Yeah.
But I don't know, the action scene, I thought it was so cool. Like, to me, it felt very common in my head, like with the somersault and everything. Like, I thought it was very appropriate.
I thought it was great. I love the physical stuff where you're just kind of like I just really love kind of like the parts where you have to contort your body or you're fall. I imagine myself kind of like falling with all arms out onto the top of the giant's head. So including the giant that I grabbed the leg and all that stuff. Like I fucking love that. And like, I love that kind of role play, which is just kind of like, I'm reloading the gun with my right hand and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. Like,
the physicality of it all.
The physicality, like that's like my bread and butter. I love that. So I thought that fight scene with the giant interacting with us and smashing us, like,
by the way, when he was attacking,
easy to visualize and very easy for me to visualize myself and improvise based on that.
When he was attacking the illusion, I was like, should it have dissipated by now or not? Like,
no, he never disbelieved it. I had him rolling every single turn. I had your power pulled up. He was rolling against your illusion the entire turn, and he couldn't beat it. He just believed you were just fucking taking it.
I see.
My only big boo-boo that I'm like, fuck. I immediately realized was whenever you guys were on him, I wasn't having you roll paralysis every single time, probably because I was just tired of saying it. But you were latched onto him. You already succeeded on latching, so it's like you're already on him. It's gonna burn either way. So.
I thought Meltdown, like Thomas, would be immune because he's always burning stuff around him. So I thought like the spores were constantly being burned.
That's true. What's your burning is D6?
It's a D6 aura.
Okay, it wouldn't burn the spores then.
Yeah, like I think maybe in kind of like a logical way, like, but like the game rules probably have these as sort of like a projectile, and then there's
I'm thinking
there's like the tiered projectiles and auras and stuff like that interact.
Anything below 3 levels lower.
Also, I do have a gas mask on, so I don't know.
Hey, super sport.
Hey.
Sure.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a mega spore. It can bypass it. It's not. It's
there was.
It's only an N95. I don't know.
Did you understand? Because I think the conversation, like the language of it got too natural, too real when we were walking past the revealer metallic sheets.
Oh,
and I was trying to explain like, oh, don't try to understand like how it connects, like the physicality, like the others. Was that clear what I was communicating?
I got it.
Not quite. I thought you were just making like a general statement, like that's crazy science shit, kid. Like you're not gonna understand it. If that was
because like what you're I have an antenna in my transformation, but when I'm not. So if I do this, like doesn't say don't try to say like it doesn't make much sense. I was trying to like
okay. you were talking about like the specific logic of
what you see
appearing
versus
versus like
like if you do this, you're not gonna
okay.
feel the muzzle.
Yeah.
You're gonna feel your real mouth. So like, don't try to.
That went over my head. I thought that was just like a general statement of you, like that's super science shit, kid. Like I thought that was that kind of statement.
from your perspective,
like just generally like the weird science. You know, it's you know, the power of the wishers. Don't fucking think about it.
It could be like on that thing as well. That was not like a meta comment, though. After I said it, I realized, wait, that sounds like something that a screenwriter would writing down because he knows that he felt like that, but it was not. But that was not how it happened. That's something that I thought was cool.
Well, I mean,
that was like just my guy, because like, people in the world would think this kind of stuff, right? So I was role playing, and like this is something that he had time being a veteran, like testing it out, transformation, like how does it work, and
you populated a whole lot of interesting details with just basically like your background as a superhero, and like there was a change, and the superheroes did this, and like they were studying it, and so like what I've thought of was that basically your character has basically worked out all the logic of the setting themselves, and then my character is ignorant, and they're going around and like trying to work stuff out. And that is not like saying that your character is the infinite info dump.
Yeah.
But it is kind of like establishing the tone of our different characters.
Yeah.
Where I'm more likely to be astounded by things. So like, whoa, like.
And that's another cool thing that I think made it feel like a real episode, because usually in these shows you have a character who is the ear, right? He's there to like kind of be exposed to, so the audience can understand what's going on. And that happened naturally in such a diegetic way. I thought that was very interesting too. Like, I did not force that. That just happened naturally.
Yeah, absolutely.
A part of that too was because Chris was playing around. Like it was on both sides. Like Chris was messing around in character and doing things that were like, okay, kid, you know what I mean? He gave you, he naturally did those moments for you to be like, okay, stop. Let me explain.
Yeah.
What do you mean what a wisher is?
Yeah.
Exactly. That again, so well played, man. You're good, man. You're good. You guys good.
Thank you very much. You're doing great yourself.
So I really enjoyed it. Thought that was very, very cool, all of it. I don't think we don't have any immediate plans for next week or anything. I think next week, ideally, is Nicolas running some hot stuff on the opposite spectrum of what this game was.
Is that...
that'll be my playtest. Yeah.
Your playtest.
We're going to take turns, right? So we have basically every 2 weeks, it's like this game, one.
Yeah.
Cool. I think
ideally,
that'll be.
If something comes up and gets in the way of a week, then big deal. But yeah, I liked it.
Yeah.
We made that base, let the brains cool off.
Yeah.
I'll definitely look at the RPG Crusade Discord and kind of figure out that.
But this is such a man. I know I had such a blast. I'm really excited to rewatch it to see how it feels for the audience. Again, I had like inspiring KAMEN music going on my side, so maybe that helped me with the man. So good during the action scene, like dun, 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 and like blasting.
I think that's awesome. I've tried doing stuff like that, but I just get too distracted by the music. I'm always like,
it's a personal thing.
Like, like I get distracted by it. I'm that kind of guy.
Yeah, but anyway. I'll share to everyone. Like, this is super cool. You ran the game perfectly, man. Again, Chris,
perfect.
Blast playing with you guys.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
I thought your character was great, Nicolas. I was just kind of like perfect, kind of like to play off of, to just make distinctions between our characters, all that stuff.
I thought our guys were gonna start a fight there in the middle of everything, but it did not go that way. Again, it's so fun to see things develop, man. So
yeah. That's perfect.
Well, thank you guys so much. It was fantastic, and thank everybody else who's still here watching. Y'all have a nice night.
Wonderlight.
Woo!